俺 That was Frida, my colleague. She's an absolute bitch. The woman is total nutcase who's in constant need of stimulation because her life is so boring. Alan, if you come in contact with her and she's telling you weird things, don't listen to her. She's just doing that to mess you up. Okay, sure. Caleb sighs while ruffling his already messy hair. He seems absolutely infuriated. Man, sorry you had to see that, Alan. Like she said, though, apparently I did forget that I have reports to write. So I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Yeah, good luck with work. Holy, that was intense. I'm glad that's over. やばい、前回の話忘れてるな。He was really that worked up, huh? And he forgot to do his report too, was it? Is it just me? He seems to be quite a mess. Well, being a doctor is stressful, I'm sure. Wait, mess, stress, forget? I stand up and walk towards the door. I mean, he was so worked up earlier. There's a possibility that he forgot to lock the door, right? あ、開いてる? I can't believe it. The door actually opens. I stare at the open the door for a few more seconds before I feel a surge of relief. Then, don't mind if I do. すごい、出れた。As I expected, what greets me on the other side is a normal hospital corridor with a washed out colors. However, what I didn't expect was the fact that there's almost no one around. It's eerily empty here. That might just be a blessing for me, though. I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed to roam around like this. Assuming that this is the patient ward floor, I skip past most of the rooms out of a fear that I accidentally walk in on a recovering patient. After walking around for a few minutes, I finally see an elevator. 1020. Oh, apparently this hospital has 30 floors. 大病院だね。Let's see, we are on the 29th floor right now. It's a patient ward floor. これさ、なんて読むんだっけ？パティエントかペイシェントなのか分かんなくなっちゃった。あ、待って。いや、いいです。選べない。As I ever suspected, the floors underneath are the laboratory, B rehabilitation, pharmacy. Oh, a library on the 6th floor. I'm pretty sure I could use that to find more information on everything. I press the buttons, however, the elevator still doesn't move. That's when I notice a card reader near the elevator buttons. No way. Do I have to use a card just to use the elevator? I try clicking at the buttons. Yet, the elevator remains stagnant. すごいね、セキュリティが厳しい。What's with this weird system? Are the patients here always just looked up like this? What if there's an emergency? What if they have visitors? Wait, nobody has visited me yet. I consider myself somewhat sociable. I'm also quite close with my mother, yet nobody has visited me yet. 母親の記憶はあるんだ。No. I rush out of the elevator, wrist still dragging my IV stand. If elevators are out of the question, then surely the emergency stairs is available, right? Right beside the elevator, there's a door with an emergency exit sign right above it. I try to push it open, but another card reader. Of course, another card reader on an emergency exit. The realization slowly dawned on me. I'm trapped. I'm trapped in this place. I'm not just a normal patient, am I? パティエントなの？ペイシェントなの？どっち？それが知りたい。ちょっと待って。Chrome だとね、ちょっといろいろと問題があるから。Firefox 入れよう。どれ？ っちの方がいいか。回線速度がものすごく遅いから。仕方ないね。もうライブは諦めたよ。ライブするような回線速度じゃないからね。仕方ない。Firefox と Chrome ってやっぱ Chrome の方が使いやすいけど、セキュリティ的には Firefox の方がいいよ。あとカスタマイズ性。他のブラウザは今どうなんだろうね。もう PC からスマホにみんな移行してるから、どんどんこのパソコン用のブラウザっていうのは存在感が薄くなってきてるよね。エッジか Firefox か Chrome かって感じでしょ。Chrome が一番で、次 Firefox、エッジか。次 Firefox かな。Firefox は少数派だろうね。Firefox もそろそろ AI 機能搭載しないとさ、Chrome と Edge に差をつけられちゃうよ。まあ正直あんま使わないけどね。AI 機能。どうなんだろう。使いこなせばすごい便利なんだろうけど。検索せずにさ、AI が答えてくれるから、それはいいんだけどさ、AI 正確じゃないこともあるでしょ。適当なこと言うことあるでしょ。それっぽいこと言うでさ、来たか。じゃあこれをちょっとピンにしといて。でね、こいつをプライベートウィンドウで開くわけだ。パティエント。
patient,
ペイシェント。
patient,
ペイシェント。
patient,
パティエントじゃねえ、ペイシェントだよ。A person receiving registered to receive medical treatment.
patient,
Patient.
patient,
Patient. Patient だよ。あれ。OK。Fear, confusion, and anxiety finally comes crashing into me and my knees just collapse. I don't know what's going on anymore. My head feels like it's about to burst. No, I'm probably just overthinking it, right? Caleb, he probably just forgot to give me the card I need to do this. Maybe I'm also meant to stay inside since I was badly hurt, right? Yeah, that's gotta be it. It's no use. I still feel uneasy about all this. Alan? Julia. 出た、ナース。What are you doing out here? You shouldn't leave your room. Are you alright? Miss, I'm fine. The door was unlocked, so I left the room. I wanted to have some fresh air, sorry. I see. Alan, here, I take you back to your room. 監禁されてるんだ。You need all the rest you can get to recover quickly after all. Miss, is that really it? I can't go down the elevator nor the emergency stairs without a card. That seems like a bad idea, isn't it? 怪しいな。She's giving me a silent treatment, but I don't plan on letting her off the hook that easily. Compared to Caleb, she seems to be easier to interrogate, so I'll use this chance instead. Do you have to be a staff member to use the elevator? I almost feel like a prisoner here. You and your brother also locked me in my world. What gives? 何か隠してるんだね。Miss, say something. You and Caleb are hiding something from me, right? How long do you plan on keeping this up? I'm sorry. 教えられないんだね。And that's the only sentence that came out of her mouth. She then left without saying another word. Maybe I was a bit too angry back then. I really couldn't keep it in any longer. 外の世界がさ、滅びてるとか、アポカリプスの世界なのか。Just as I'm beginning to feel stuck, I suddenly feel something weird under my pillow. It's a blank card and a note. The note says 1:90 free 1:30 p.m. どういうこと ?1 月19日の1時から2時半までフリーでいられるってこと。今何日だっけ ?Chapter 3 Existence スタート。押さなくてもスタートするんだよ。Today, at my grandparents' house, I'm bringing a bunch of ingredients with me to cook. What's the occasion, you ask? There's no occasion. It's just that Alan usually brought instant noodles to eat as lunch whenever we clean the place. When I asked him yesterday, he told me that it's normal for him to eat instant noodles and canned food every day and every meal. I mean, who wouldn't be concerned after hearing that? 2024年過去の話だよね。I write down the ingredients on the counter. Some vegetables, curry, shima sauce, avocado oil, and a bag of pre-cooked red rice. Figure I might as well make us something super healthy whose instant food is all he's ever eaten. 確かにね、体に悪いよね。一食食べただけでも体調悪くなるもんね。即席麺さ。I rolled my sleeves up before beginning to wash the rice. While I was doing that, I hear the door open, followed by Alan's voice from the other room. Good afternoon. Huh, Caleb, where are you? At the kitchen. I simply listen to his footsteps coming closer, then feel a soft tap on my shoulder. Oh, you are cooking? Alan, 髪短い方がかっこいいよ。No, shit I am.It's only after that talk that I finally look over to him. I see Alan observing the ingredients that I'm currently preparing. Then I notice that he's practically almost running his chin on my shoulder, leaving only a tiny gap between our faces. 近い。Somehow, Alan has been pretty touchy lately. Not sure if he does that on purpose or what. It can get pretty distracting at times.While still staring at the ingredients, Alan speaks again. Oh, is it because? It's because of your questionable diet. That's what this is. I don't usually cook for people outside of my family, so you should be grateful that I'm giving you special treatment. Huh? Oh, so that's what this was all about, is it? I stare at him. What's with the reaction?He lets out a soft sigh before he pulls away from me. I feel flattered, but I also feel bad. Let me help you out since we are gonna eat it together anyway. These ingredients, are you planning to cook vegan curry or something? Yeah, I figure it's nice and simple. レッドライスってなんだろう I see, alright then. Alan follows suit.Rolling his sleeves up as well and washes his hands before he picks a knife nearby to chop the vegetables. I had low expectations at first, but then he begins to chop quickly yet skillfully. With precision. In less than 3 minutes, all the vegetables, the onions, bell peppers, and the zucchini have all been out.What the hell are those knife skills? Alan can definitely cook. You'll be stir frying this for a bit, right? Want me to heat the oil? Alan? Huh? You, have you worked as a chef or something? 料理できるんだ。でも即席麺しか食べない。缶詰と即席麺しか。 やでもさ、自炊した方が安いし健康的だよね。即席麺は結構高いよね、今。Well, I worked part-time as a cook in my friend's restaurant before. そういうことか。Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if you suddenly told me that you can do stunts. Oh, funny you say that. I actually know how to do fire breathing. No way, I was joking. How did you learn something like that anyway? I was helping a friend out. He's a magician and performer. He happened to need one more person for his show and he was running tight on budget to hire a professional, so I volunteered. それで刃物の扱いに長けてるのか。He and his team taught me how to blow fire and do some choreography for around 2 months. It was very fun. What? Isn't that way too dangerous? What kind of friends do you have? No, more importantly, aren't you way too eager to help people? That's dangerous stuff, but you went and helped anyway. It sounds fun, why not? Now I have a lot of things to show off too. いろいろ特技を隠し持ってたんだ。Kids, way too concerning. Oh yeah, the oil. How about it? Want me to heat it up? Might as well cook the entire meal yourself. You are more than capable, aren't you? Anyway, do you eat instant noodles if you can cook? I'm too lazy to cook. まあ洗い物がめんどくさいよね。準備っていうより、まあ準備もめんどくさいんだけど。God, why are you so hell-bent on living unhealthily and dangerously? Bad habits die hard, I guess. すごいな。Hard-boiled. In the blink of an eye, 2 plates of curry are served on the dining table. In the end, Alan did most of the work and I was just helping. But this works too, so long as Alan eats something healthy today. After the two of us finished eating, Alan suddenly pulls out a small present box. 食費いくらぐらいだろう、自分の食費。1日の食費1000円とすると3万円でしょ？でも多分3万円もいってないんだよな。2万5,000円ぐらいかな、食費。2万5,000円だから1日の食費がいくらだ？ 2万5,000円割る30だから2500割る3でしょ。1日800円ぐらい。3波24でサザン額だから840円ぐらいかな。835円ぐらいか。830円ぐらいだ。840円ぐらいか。1日の食費840円。Happy birthday, by the way. I initially wanted to buy your cake too, but you might already had one with your family or something. でもね、飲み会やると1回4000円取られるからね。恐ろしいよね。4000円って言ったらさ、4日分の違う。もう4日分とか5日分ぐらいの食費だからね。恐ろしいよね、飲み会って。しかも何にも得るものないからね。行きたくないんだよ、本当は。絶対行きたくないんだよ。だったら牛丼食べに行った方がマシだよ。牛丼一杯500円もしないでしょ。450円とかでしょ。牛丼何回食えんだよって思っちゃうんだけど、まあね、そういう好きな人がいるからね。上司で飲み会が好きな人がいて、あと歓迎会とかも兼ねてるから、やんなくていいけど本当に。給料安いのにさ、そこで徴収されんだよ、強制的に。多分ね、断ってかないとダメなんだね。2回に1回は断んないとダメだ。今回行くけど次は断る、絶対に。何があっても死んでも断る理由を作り出して。I initially wanted to buy your cake too, but you might already had one with your family or something. 貧乏アピールしとこうかな。貧乏アピールしとけば行かないで済むかもしれない。っていうか普通に貧乏だし。Huh? That's right. Today is my birthday, isn't it? Julia sent me a birthday message this morning, yet I still forgot all about it. Wait, more importantly, how did you know? あ、誕生日だったんだ。Hey, you told me yourself. I really thought that you decided to cook today because it's your birthday. Don't tell me that you actually forgot. Sort I guess. My birthday isn't really anything important. It's literally just another day. Hell, I even forgot about it till I mentioned it to me. Don't be like that. Your birthday is special. It's the day you were born after all. If you weren't born, then I would be sitting here all alone. I never would have been aware of your existence. Isn't that sad to think about? I guess so, yeah. Right, so let's celebrate it and make it special. I'm unsure about a gift I picked out for you, but I hope you like it. 誕生日なんてさ、10代までだよね。お祝いしていいのは。その後お祝いしても仕方ないよね。誕生日、死に近づく実感を与えるだけでしょ。After staring at the present box, I finally unwrap it. あそこは考え方の違いなんだね。What's inside? It's an orange-colored necktie. It has no pattern on it, just a normal orange necktie. I've never really seen you wear formal clothes, but I figured you'd need one as soon as you graduate or job interviews and such. オレンジのネクタイでいいの？面接。Since you major in neuroscience, your career choices will mostly be in a formal setting, right? Like research assistant, health educator, or neurosurgeon. At first, I wanted to give you a suit of some sort, but I'm not sure of your exact measurements and asking you'd ruin the surprise, so I went with a necktie. It looked simple at first glance, but when I saw it, I immediately thought of you. ピンク、オレンジの服着てるからね。しかもこれ脳みそなんだ。ニューロサイエンスだからここ脳みそのロゴが入ってんだね。これアピールしてんだ。The color is bold when paired with the usual boring suits. Immediately stands out. Orange is also a fun color. I think it'd be a good way to immediately make a good first impression. Plus, with your jacket and all, I thought you liked the color orange, so it's perfect. すごい。推理能力。It's just a necktie. It's literally just a necktie. Yet, he put so much thought into it. He even researched the common jobs in the neuroscience industry just to figure out what present to give me. I mean, he even wanted to get me a suit of all things for a present, and we're just friends who meet up almost every day. Alan, he really is too kind for his own good. What's wrong? You've been wordlessly staring at the necktie for a while now. Is the color too strong after all? Ooh, I knew I should have went with black. No, Alan. I really like it. Thank you. Oh, if that's the case, then I'm really glad. Can I try trying the necktie on you? I want to see if it looks good or not. Huh? I can't tie it. I stopped myself from saying anything further, because the truth is, I don't know how to tie a tie. でもさ、今あれなんだよ。結ばなくていいタイ。売ってるよね。自分も買ったけどさ、チャックでさ、着脱できるネクタイがあって。これ便利だよね。sure. 時間の節約になるし。Great, stay right there. He gets up from his seat and approaches me, bringing the brand new tie with him. Then he gently positions the tie around my shoulder. This feels nice, somehow. Just as I thought of that, Alan pulls back and starts eyeing me. Not wanting to be weird or delve too much into my thoughts, I decide to ask Alan, how does it look? It looks great on you. The color matches your eyes and I think it's definitely make a bold impression. But then again, you have a cute face, so I'm sure you look good in anything. Huh? Cute? Yeah, in a good way. I think you look very attractive, Caleb. Now how I am supposed to react to that? Oh, thanks, I guess. Haha, you guess? Did that embarrass you? Shut it! Just go back and finish your food before it gets cold. カレーね。カレー食べたくなってきたな。Fine, fine. なるほどね。After my birthday passed, our days continued on like usual. One day though, I noticed a new band-aid plastered on Alan's finger. When I asked what happened, he said he accidentally cut his own finger when he was working on something. Eventually, I became curious of his works and wanted to see them. So Alan invited me to his house. Alan. And now here I am. Alan's house is indeed somewhere near my grandparents' house. His house is closer to the city than my grandparents'. It has 2 stories, yet it's somewhat small. It looks cozy and the exterior seems well decorated. It's about what I'd expect from Alan. When I ring the doorbell to his house, his front door opens, revealing none other than Alan himself behind it. Oh, you arrived earlier than I expected. You must have been very excited to visit me, huh? Is that right? Honestly, yeah, I'm not a big arty guy or whatever, but I'm curious to see what kind of stuff you make. あ、アーティストなんだっけ、この人。手怪我してる。なんかアートで怪我してるのかな。なんか言ってたよね、手がなくなったって最初医者に告げられた時。アーティストなのに手がなくなっちゃってみたいなくだり。So you actually are excited for this? I feel flattered. Yet at the same time, this is pretty nerve-wracking. I feel like you just criticize and insert my creations into oblivion. I might, yeah. Hey, at least deny it. Whatever, I mentally prepare myself for this from the moment I invited you. Come on in. いろんなアートが。As soon as I walk in, my eyes are bombarded with an explosion of colors. Its living room is full of paintings with varying styles and colors. This is Alan. Are your eyes okay? There's too many paintings on the wall. You practically have no space left to hang anything else. Actually, now that I look down, there are decorations everywhere. Do you really need this many sofa pillows and sculptures? Well, some of them are gifts from my artist friends, and some of it is a stuff that I bought to help them out. 相互フォローしてんだ。芸術家同士で。I know I have too many, but I couldn't just throw them away. I don't want to give them away either. Rather than my eyes being hurt.This kind of environment is comforting and inspiring for me. Each and every work here was made with hard work and have their own stories. Like this one, the black and white painting of a woman here. My friend painted this after she went through a bad breakup. She initially painted this to paint and wanted to burn the paintings right after.But I felt that it was a waste of good painting, so she gave it to me. まあ、そういうネガティブな感情は芸術の原動力になるからね。強い感情が大事なんだよね。ネガティブにしろ、ポジティブにしろ。I sometimes still use her painting to try and study her techniques too.Her brushwork is so neat and clean, unlike mine. I only listen to him. When I see this many decorations, especially in one room, all I can think of is that it's a waste of space and money. I mean, it's just there to look pretty. It holds no other function otherwise. 芸術っていうのはそういうもんだね。After hearing Alan's explanation, though, I think I get it.I still think that it's unnecessary to have this much thought, but to each their own. Yeah, I figured you'd say that. You'll be saying more of that when you get to my atelier downstairs. Yeah, what now? アトリエあるのすごいね。My atelier, or in other words, my art studio. Come here, I'll show you. It's a bit messy though. 売れっ子なのかな? As soon as Alan opens the door to his art studio, or atelier as he's called it, the smells of wood and paint immediately greet me. It's not too messy, sure, but it's not the tidiest place either. Just as before, there are way too many things here. Paints, brushes, wooden boxes, clay pots, foreign-looking tools that I don't know of. Seeing me looking around his studio, Alan chuckles. Welcome, take your time and feel free to look around. Just don't break anything, alright? I'm not a kid. I won't break anything. 休憩. I'm not a kid. I won't break anything. I decided to look at some wooden boxes lined up on table. おー、木彫りの箱。オルゴールかなんかかな。The wooden boxes are all covered and painted, seemingly very meticulously. Did you make these from scratch? Those? Yeah, I make the boxes, carve them, then paint them. I sell these online. The music box that I showed you the other day was made the same way. Do people still buy these kind of things? Absolutely, I mean, why not? You have a point. I don't know much about woodworking, but it seems to be pretty high quality. Oh, I didn't expect you to actually prize me. Come on, I'm not that mean. 物が多いね。After observing the boxes, I look around some more. Then my gaze is drawn to the corner of the room, where there seems to be several paintings running against the wall. Alan's paintings are... どんなイラストなの? うえ。暗い絵だな。It's definitely something. Ah, those paintings, huh? These are so red. Well, obviously. What's wrong? You seem to be thinking hard about this. Those paintings, do they mean anything? Well, what do you think it means? Huh? It's no wrong answer. Even if you say that it means nothing, it still counts as an interpretation. Don't worry about filtering your words. I'm pretty much used to your scratching critiques. Well, in that case, the use of red is very dominant in most of these. It almost makes me think you are feeling passionate while painting this, but... 暴力的だよね。With these two paintings in particular, it feels more grotesque. It looks somewhat like a blood or guts. Yeah. While these are the two, there's suddenly a contrasting color there that pops out blue. The contrast in the way it looks like scratches makes it feels like this is an expression of a pent-up anger, or I guess violence, if you will. That's how I interpreted it at least. Wow, I'm surprised that you actually went ahead and explained it like that. I really thought that you were going to just say that it meant nothing. Technically, painting do nothing, but it does have meaning. Those are two different things. That's what I think. So, did I get it? Or was I totally off the mark? I told you there's no wrong answer. I think the label interpretation is right, because I myself don't know what I was trying to convey with these paintings. Huh? That doesn't really make any sense? You think so? だからテクスチャーなんだよね。テクスチャーを表現しただけでさ、別に作者の何か感情とか経験が反映されてるわけではない。だからね、そうやってフランシス・ベーコンが言ってた。絵っていうのはそういうものだって。I just started painting. A purpose, a meaning, a message. I never really thought about any of that when I paint. Well, I did paint one of these while I was drunk, so there's also that. Whatever meaning I may want to convey, it's already lost along with my memories of painting it. I get the drunk part, but otherwise, not really. How do you just paint without a specific goal in mind? Is that the point of creation, to make your plans and ideas a reality? まあ、現代美術はそうじゃないよね。And yet, you're saying that you don't have any plans for, nor any ideas before painting? Caleb, I have something to ask you. I've been thinking about this for a while, but you really think that everything has to have a purpose or meaning, huh? You say that painting do nothing, but it has a meaning. Well, what if it just doesn't? What's wrong with things not having an explanation or purpose? If it doesn't have any purpose or explanation, then isn't it completely useless? Useless, huh? Then going by the logic, isn't life useless too? Why do humans live? Why do we exist? Getting philosophical, huh? Well, you've seen my paintings and all. I want to get to know you better too. I want to hear your thoughts. Tell me, what do you think? Well, humans exist to make the world better. We're born to do something in our life and contribute to society. 本当にそうなのかね? If someone exists and they do nothing in their life, then they are as good as dead. I see. You're so serious, aren't you? Then how about we loosen up a bit and relax? The sun's about to set. Let's watch it together. Huh? Okay. The two of us left the house. As we waited for the sun to set, I kept thinking why Alan wanted us to watch the sunset together in the first place. このさ、低解像度の背景がたまらなくいいよね。After waiting for an hour or so, the sky finally turns orange. The sun has finally set. Ooh, the sky is clear today. We can see the sunset in all its glory. Stop talking. You are ruining the beautiful view. Rude as always. We didn't say anything else afterwards for a couple more minutes, just staring at the sky. That is, until Alan decided to break the silence once again. お、1枚へ。Caleb. Truth to be told, I understand you. I used to have a similar mindset as you have. You see, I was always living under someone else's shadow. People often care more for that person than me. Therefore, I did anything and everything so that people can care for me or love me back. In the end, the mindset destroyed me for a while. I would let other people use me however they wanted, so long as it made them happy and satisfied. It was almost as if I had no will of my own anymore. I just don't want you to experience what I've been through. Alan trails off, his eyes staring deeply into the sky. どんな過去があるんだろうね、アランには。I know you're strong. You're way stronger than I will ever be. But still, what I want to say is, your existence is enough, Caleb. You don't have to force yourself to be useful all the time. Just existing for your own self is good too. 生きてるだけで素晴らしいってやつだね。Your self-worth isn't depend on other people. That's funny. There's no way that's true. My existence alone is enough. That's idiotic. A person needs to work for it, to be cared for and recognized after all. どっちも正しいと思うけどね。まあ、その当の本人がどっちに生きがいを感じるかって問題だと思うけどね。 Yet even so, I can bring myself to say what's on my mind out loud. It's as if the words lodged themselves inside my throat. あ、帰ってきた。I find myself thinking deeply, living under someone's shadow. So I've told him about a person then, even if vaguely. I never thought I'd willingly talk about my insecurities to someone else. But I guess it does mean that Caleb was indeed special to me back then. Even so, something he said touched me. Caleb has a degree in neuroscience. Since he told me that he's a doctor, then he probably has an MD degree as well. Still, whenever he comes in here, he doesn't really do any medical checkups like a doctor would. He'd ask me how I'm doing, or if there's any complaints, but that's pretty much it. Besides, he focuses on that brain. But I do have a head injury. I also have my bruised leg. He never told me clearly about anything that happened either. I stare directly at Caleb. He's being unusually quiet right now. When he was talking to me, he was acting off too. He'd usually try to create a relaxed atmosphere whenever he visits, but this time, he feels almost emotionless. これ上げたネクタイかな。いや、オレンジ色じゃないか、違うか。で、この包帯意味ある？ここになんか縫い目があるのかな。Even though the story he told me just now were wonderful memories. Caleb. Hey, Caleb. Ask to Caleb. 応答せよ。Why is it? I should be the one asking you that. You seem off today. なんだろうね。引っかかるものがあるのかな。Wait, huh? He left just like that, only leaving silence behind. Just as I was simply staring at the door, it opens again. あら。Oh, miss. Good afternoon, Allen. How are you doing? So, what's wrong? You look worried. No, it's alright. I'm relieved that everything's fine. Relieved that everything's fine? And what made you so worried in the first place, miss? Ah, bingo. Is it because of Caleb? He seems to be feeling down. Something happened, right? Something bad enough to make you feel worried. No, I saw him pass by just now. Yet he didn't respond to me. I think he's shutting down again. Shutting down? Again? 殻に閉じこもっちゃったの。So he does that often. But should he really be handling patients with their condition? This hospital is fine with endangering people's lives unless this is the hospital in the first place. なんと。病院じゃないの、ここ。Miss? Tell me where I actually am. You and Caleb claim to be medical staff, but is that really the truth? I'm not stupid. Even if you don't tell me, I'll figure out a way to look for the answers myself. You can't. What does that mean? You saw it yourself yesterday. Everything's locked with a key card. Even if you do have a key card, you're being watched constantly. Constantly? There are security cameras all over this building. If you try to escape, you'll notice. Who's they? She falls silent once and again. どういうこと？監視されてんの？こいつらの仲間ではないのか。この建物を管理してる人は。Damn it, I need to convince her somehow. Out of everyone I've met so far, she seems to be the only person who I can actually rely on. Miss, you say that there's a camera everywhere. So there's also one inside the wards? There really shouldn't be any for the privacy of the patients. At least I hope so. It's likely that I'm no normal patience, so I lowered my expectations, however. No, there's not. No in this room. ここにはカメラないんだ。I almost let out a sigh of relief at that. Then what's stopping you from telling me things? If you are worried about me snitching on you, you shouldn't. I'll be extra careful so you won't be found out by whoever it is you're scared of. And if anything happens, I'll protect you. I take the blame. I take your punishment, whatever it is. I'll make sure you won't be harmed. 責任を取る。I'm sure that's rich coming from a person who only has one hand and is injured all over, but please trust me. Alan, you really like to talk big, don't you? Can you blame me? I'm desperate here. I really don't have anything else to offer other than that. But I'll tell you some things. 教えてくれん。ついに。Julia, she really is an angel. I trust that you keep your promise to stay quiet. Yeah, I will, for sure. Alright. This building is actually a hospital. あ、そうなんだ。But it's not just a hospital. 病院だけど、ただの病院ではない。But I'm actually a nurse. Caleb, he's not really a doctor. Huh? Is that so? He has been lying to me this entire time when Caleb's actions are questionable, but deep down he means well. He truly does love you. Telling you everything will be far crueler than keeping you in the dark. Even Caleb himself can't handle it. It's the reason behind his occasional nervous breakdowns. I'm not brave enough to tell you myself either. So, I'm sorry, Alan. This is all I can tell you. I see. That's still more than enough. Thank you for telling me, miss. Yes, you're welcome. I can stay here for long. If you need me, please press the nurse call button. And the key card. Don't forget to use it tomorrow. Huh? What did she just say? The key card? The blank card? So, was she the one who put it under my pillow yesterday? Julia. あれ出してくれんのか。どういうこと？あいつ医者じゃないの？定期的になんか精神がおかしくなるらしいけど。She really is my savior. 誰を信じていいんだ？ちょっとミステリー要素があるから、先が気になっちゃうね。In the blink of an eye, several weeks have passed. While I was having a relaxing time with Alan, my phone suddenly rang. Now here I am, having to talk about that thing again. I told you I'm not interested. How many times have I told you this? Because I'm not insane like you are. Just stop pestering me about this. Regret? A waste? I don't care. It's not right. Frida. No, shit, I'm terrified. Call me a coward for all I care. God, you just don't listen, do you? I'm hanging up. Do whatever you want. Without wasting any more of my breath, I end the call. Frida, that girl, I still can't believe her. 誰？フリーダって。I honestly respect her a lot. In fact, she's a genius, without a doubt, yet. She has a few loose screws, not to mention what happened almost a year ago. No good will come from getting too close to her. I feel like I'm gonna turn as a batshit as her the more I talk to her. I'm trying my best to keep a comfortable distance between us, but she just keeps breaching it each and every time. I only let out a sigh before I feel a gentle yet familiar tap on my shoulder. Caleb? なんだろうね。Are you okay? Your phone call earlier seemed pretty intense. Oh, it's fine, it's fine. It's just a assistant acquaintance from my uni. I see. What did you two talk about? I click my tongue at Alan's question. Of all the things he could be curious about, I just had to be this one. I can't exactly tell him what our call was about. Heck, I doubt he'll believe me. I just tell him the bare minimum. She keeps trying to drag me into a project she's part of. I already said no, but she's still pretty persistent. なんか実験があるね。なんか怪しいな。That sounds annoying. It is annoying. I just turn off my phone in case she calls again. I turn my phone off and slip it back into my pocket. Alan only watches me do so while looking as if he has something he wants to say. Hey, since you are in a bad mood, would you like to come with me? Huh? To where? A place where we can let loose and have fun. The club that you sometimes visit. See, I'm kinda in the mood to go to a little wild tonight, and I thought it would be fun to invite you. クラブか。芸術家が集まるクラブなのかな。Sure, why not? やばい、眠くなってきた。結構長いね、この話。これ終わりにしますね。今日はこれ終わり。